Hi, my name's Brent Selwyn. I'm a partner of Harmans Lawyers here in Christchurch, and today I'd like to bring you an update on the red zone property sale process. The website which will enable those sales to move forward has now been set up, although it is something of a work in progress. It's known as the Project Orbit website. Now, if you sent away your consent form to Sarah, you should by now have received a letter of offer in a blue folder from Sarah. That letter will contain two offers. Option 1, which is the government's offer to buy your house and land as is at its 2007 rateable value, or in the case of Kaiapoi residents, 2008 rateable value. If you elect that option, then the government will take an assignment of all your claims under both the EQC and insurance claims that you've lodged. The other option in the Sarah letter is for the government to purchase your land only at its rateable value. And if you elect to run with this one, then you will be continuing to negotiate the settlement of the improvements or your home with your insurer. The strongest piece of advice that we'd like to give everyone who watches this and everyone who is a red zone property owner is not to make any rash or quick decisions. These settlements can happen up until April 2013, and whilst I'm not advocating that you delay it that long, we are recommending that you consider all of your options and make sure that you have explored every avenue before you make an election of either option. Now, I know that when you're probably wanting to move on with your life, that's a difficult thing to hear, but it is our very strong recommendation. We have found that each and every situation is different in some small but often material way, and we are finding that good results can be achieved if a thorough examination of your insurance policy is carried out. And we're checking very strongly things like the scope of works which has been completed. Is it based on the correct square meterage of your home? What per square meter build rate has been ascribed? Are you underinsured is a very big question. The website, as I alluded to before, is an evolving one. The appeals process has only recently been dealt with by Parliament and should be known to us in the near future. So you are going to find, unfortunately, that this is potentially a frustrating process. Every party who has access to the website and is required to do their bit has to have completed and signed off before we can elect a settlement date for you. That includes the Earthquake Commission and your insurer. If you are in the position, as a few of my clients are, of having settled with your insurer, then electing option 2 and arranging a settlement date is possible, and I do have a few settling in the near future. You have to give a minimum of 3 weeks notice, and if you give 6 weeks notice or more, the government will pay a deposit of up to 50% of the sale price with a maximum of $50,000. And the other thing you need to know is that your mortgagee's consent is required. So part of the process is that if you have a mortgage to a bank, then we'll be contacting your bank and getting a discharge and getting their consent to the sale. And finally, I guess, as you will be aware, the government will make a contribution to your legal fees. If you elect option 1, land and buildings, they'll contribute $750 or up to half of your fees, up to $750 maximum. And in the case of option 2, up to a maximum of $500. I hope that this process, this video on the process has been of some use to you. We at Harmans are dealing with a very large number of red zone clients, and we are available to help you. We offer an initial half-hour, no obligation appointment if you'd like to see myself or one of my business partners who deals with these matters. And all you have to do is give us a call on 352 2293. That's 352293, and we'll be happy to talk to you. Thank you very much for your time today.